welcome back to my channel and welcome to brand new video. For the final books, let's get to the horror and the romance genre. I'll talk about the horror genre first because it is kept above. These are the three books that I own physically that I've read by Stephen King. The Shining, and if you've watched the movie, you guys, movie is trash compared to this book. It is what I stand by. I've even said it in the reading vlog I made for this book, so I will not be giving a description of it here. You'll have to watch the reading vlog that is available on this screen. But it was a 5 stars book, and oh my god, I loved this book. Okay, then we have its sequel, Dr. Sleep. 5 stars yet again. This is the book about the son of our The Shining's protagonist, and it is just as good. I also made a reading blog for this book, so go check it out somewhere here in the screen. The third book by him that I read, it our beloved Pennywise's story, and I've not watched the movies, not the first part, not the second part. It's a 1060 page long book, and I had to read it within a span of 6 months by spreading it like at 250 pages marks. This one was a 4.5 stars. I reduced 0.5 rating only because of one particular scene that everybody talks about. I hated that scene. It seemed unnecessary. Loved the rest of the book. So they fought with this creature as kids, and now they've grown up, moved to different cities, stopped talking to each other, but somehow this one person who stayed in this town, Derry, he calls them and reminds them that we have to fulfill a promise we made to each other when we were kids, so they have to get back. And we have alternating timelines, the past as well as the present, and we have chapters dedicated to each of the characters. So the way Stephen King fleshes each of the characters, leaving none, not even the minor characters, not leaving the villains as well. He tells us why the villains are villains. He tells us how scary the villains are. The villains that are humans, not the creature. Okay, you will be scared of the humans more than you're scared of the creature. So this is how scary and eerie and uncomfortable this book is, but I loved it. Okay, so I basically started my romance journey with a classic, Wuthering Heights by Emily Bront. Love the cover, love everything about this book. I probably rated it a 5 stars, I guess. Yeah, I have to. I mean, there is no other rating for this book out there. It is a revenge story. It is a tender love story. It is everything. Let me read you the blurb because I don't think I can do justice by summarizing this classic, okay? In this epic story of love, envy, betrayal, and revenge, Heathcliff and Catherine come together in a romance that destroys them and those around them. Set in the lonely and bleak Yorkshire moors, this classic tale of thwarted passion begins when the new tenant of Thrushcross Grange, a Mr. Lockwood, is forced to seek shelter for a night at Wuthering Heights, the home of his landlord Heathcliff. As the night passes, Lockwood learns of the tumultuous past of Wuthering Heights and of those connected with it, of how a homeless gypsy boy had been fostered here, of how the owner's daughter had fallen in love with him, of how their love had ended tragically, and finally of how that gypsy boy Heathcliff had taken a terrible revenge that ruined them all. A true masterpiece and one of the best gothic novels ever written. The setting is so atmospheric. You all can clearly imagine whatever place is mentioned in this book. You all can see the characters in flesh and bone. It's really plot driven, and most of the classics are character driven. So if you're not into classics, you can start here, but honestly the language is definitely harder than that. But even then, this book is worth every hour, every day you dedicate to it. It's so good. Okay, then I have 2 romance books that are clearly out there for you if you're a beginner. You can easily read them. Easy language, easy story, funny, and they are romantic comedies. They are not serious romances. Love Redesigned by Lauren Asher. This book is part of a duology called Lakefront Billionaires. It is a billionaire romance, of course, but our female character is also rich. So it's not a romance between a billionaire boy and a poor girl. No, you guys. The girl is a famous interior designer, and this guy, he is a billionaire of this small town called Lakefront. They used to be childhood friends, then they dated and they became exes. Dahlia returns to this town, like she goes off for her work and gets engaged with somebody, but the engagement gets broken. She comes back home and now they're rediscovering their relationship. It's so witty, it's so funny. Oh my god, I I loved every interaction of them, okay? Also, I have a reading blog for this book. I'll link it somewhere in the screen. Go check it out if you want to know more. But it was a 4.5 stars. Definitely recommend it for beginners. Then we have my only Emily Henry book I've ever read. I want to read more, but let's talk about this first. It's called Funny Story. It is her one of the newer ones, I guess. And in this book, we follow a girl and a boy who are exes of their exes. This girl's ex-boyfriend is now dating this guy's ex-girlfriend, and they both end up living in the same house for some reasons you'll discover. And it is such a funny book, but also so deep, because we are not just seeing their relationship together, we are also seeing how they are getting out of the heartbreak their exes handed over to them. So it's very cute. It's also very heartwarming. It was a 5 stars book for me. We have first 2 books of Boys of Torment series by Chloe Walsh, Binding 13 and Keeping 13. Check the trigger warnings, because these are not your cutesy, cozy, romantic books. These are heartbreaking. They are more like literary fiction character study of these 2 characters, Shannon and Johnny, who are dealing with problems of their own and then coming together as a couple. It deals with domestic violence, it deals with physical injuries. It is a sports romance. So our male character Johnny is a sports person and he's also a teenager, and our Shannon, she is a victim of domestic abuse by her family. I loved The Found Family. I cannot wait to read the other books, but these books were so heavy emotionally that I could not fathom just getting into the next book immediately, because I need some time off of these. Binding 13 was a 4.5, Keeping 13 was a 5 stars. Both are recommended if you are into heartbreaking books and if you like to cry a lot, read this. Alright guys, this is it for this video. If you all want to know what I have in this shelf, this is my unread or to be read shelf, or in the middle of shelf, let me know in the comment section. I'll make another video, but for this video this is enough, I guess. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you super soon in my next video. Until then, stay tuned you guys, and keep waiting for my full length videos, but also keep watching my shorts that I upload almost every day. Bye.